Hello everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this Nexdigm podcast with the theme on food processing industry, a sunrise sector. I am your host K.S. Narayan, Principal Advisor on the food processing sector at Nexdigm. Through this podcast, we aim to offer you crisp, insightful episodes on emerging developments in the food processing sector in India, with short conversations with industry leaders. And in this connection, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Santhosh Stephen on this show. Santhosh is a veteran in this industry who has been at the forefront of how this industry has evolved over the last 2 decades. He has worked very closely with numerous leading companies, both homegrown as well as leading multinationals from across the world, and has been associated with many category-leading brands, both in the FMCG sector as well as in the food service sector. So let's hear more about him and you from Mr. Santhosh.
Thank you, KS, for this generous introduction. Firstly, I would like to thank the team for inviting me to this podcast. I'm deeply humbled to be here, and I hope I can add some value to our listeners. If you look at my journey over the last 2 decades, it has been filled with incredible opportunities to contribute and learn. I started my journey in marketing and sales of medical disposables sector, and then eventually moved to Symega in early 2000. I was fortunate to lead teams through innovation strategies. We aimed not just for market growth, but to genuinely connect with our audience. Those experiences taught me the value of customer relationships and the power of innovative campaigns. Transitioning to Symega during its inception as the marketing director and eventually becoming the managing director was a humbling experience. I had the privilege to contribute to its foundation. Our collective efforts shaped strategies that aimed to position Symega as a credible player in the food and beverage industry in India. It was a learning curve that emphasized on adaptability and foresight. Our focus remained on quality, customer satisfaction, and staying true to our vision amidst this ever-changing industry. Entering a market dominated by global players often represents several hurdles for Indian companies like ours. Companies that were established giants contending with their own extensive resources, brand recognition, and often well-established distribution networks. For Symega, we had to constantly innovate and create unique products that would specifically cater to Indian market's preferences and dietary needs. We emphasized on quality standards that exceeded global benchmarks, which helped us build credibility in the industry and also build strong customer relationships by offering tailor-made solutions and exceptional service. While overcoming these challenges were not easy, we navigated these by leveraging on our strengths, investing in innovation, fostering robust partnerships, and maintaining steadfast commitment to quality and customer satisfaction. Over time, these strategies have propelled Symega as a brand to carve its niche in the food ingredient industry, establishing itself as a reputable player in the market. This, in concise, is what I started out in the food industry and where we are now.
Wow, what an incredible journey, Santhosh. I'm sure you have faced a lot of challenges, and let's delve deeper into this picture to try and get more insights from the incredible experience that you've had over the years. Now, starting with the big picture, what do you see as the vision for the food processing sector in India?
Now, as someone deeply entrenched in the food processing sector in India, I envision an exciting future defined by innovation, sustainability, and global competitiveness. My vision for this sector hinges on leveraging cutting-edge technologies and embracing automation that will enhance production efficiency, ensuring highest quality and safe food products for the consumers. Apart from that, incorporating sustainable practices will also be pivotal aligning with global trends and addressing environmental concerns. India's food processing sector stands at the cusp of a significant transformation driven by a booming middle class and evolving consumer preferences. I foresee a shift towards healthier, organic, and functional foods, which is why we started our specialty foods division in 2020. This strategic initiative aligns with the global shift towards healthier, sustainable dietary choices. By investing in plant based alternatives, we aim to provide brands the opportunity to offer their consumers nutritious options while reducing the ecological footprint of food production. In line with global standards, food safety and quality assurance will remain paramount. Implementing robust regulatory frameworks and stringent quality control measures will bolster consumer trust, facilitating greater exports and market access. This vision is not just about aspiration, it's a commitment to steering India's food processing sector towards excellence. It's about fostering a sector that's not just profitable, but also ethical, sustainable, and responsive to changing needs of consumers.
Wow, really fabulous. And in terms of what I take away from here is clearly what you're talking of in terms of innovation, sustainability, and global competitiveness. I think clearly, as you're rightly saying, we are at the cusp of significant transformation because of the middle class growing and the evolving consumer preferences, but clear shift towards health, healthier products, functional foods, etc. And
Yes.
clearly, innovation seems to be the key driver over here.
Yes.
At the same time, now there's a lot of talk in the industry that consumer habits are changing. Is it something do you see in the longer term, or is it just short-term fads, etc.? How have you witnessed this whole scenario changing on the ground, and what do you see the emerging opportunities as well?
See, about 20 years back when we started this company, we saw the food consumption in India as very traditional. Most of the people used to have staple food as a diet. They have rice, chapati, lentils, sabji, etc., which is a basic food. But over a period of 20 years, the eating habits of people have changed from basic food to processed food. So even a 5-year, 10-year-old kid would love to have a pizza or a burger or even a cola. That's the way they are grown up. So this is continually growing. The processed food industry in India is continually growing. Now, a certain niche of this consumers moving away from unhealthy foods to healthier foods. So those people are chasing nutrition. They also have sustainability in the back of mind. They want meat alternatives, healthier food, allergen-free foods, clean label products, organic foods, etc., etc. So there is a continuous shift in consumer preferences, which I have seen from the last 20 years. People craving for processed food, and then in the processed food itself, people are going after nutritious and healthy foods. So this evolving consumer habits, especially among the younger urban population, indeed showcase a tangible shift towards healthier eating choices. On ground, market observations underscore a surge in sales and interest in categories such as plant-based meats, dairy alternatives, superfoods, and functional beverages. These trends are creating a wave of opportunities within the industry. Our prominent observation is the increasing preference for natural and minimally processed foods. Consumers are actively seeking products with fewer additives, preservatives, and artificial colors and artificial flavors. This demand is reshaping product portfolios, compelling companies to innovate and offer healthier alternatives. Furthermore, there is a growing inclination towards plant-based diets and alternatives. This shift aligns with the rising awareness of environmental sustainability and health-conscious living. Plant-based foods and beverages, rich in nutrients and often perceived as more eco-friendly, are gaining substantial traction. I see these changes not just as trends, but as a fundamental transformation in consumer behavior. The earlier transformation from basic foods to processed foods is now giving way to healthier, nutritious, sustainable foods. Embracing this shift isn't just an opportunity for growth, it's also an avenue to contribute to healthier and more sustainable future for consumers and the industry.
Wow, that's really insightful. So on the one hand, we are looking at people moving more towards processed food and many more opportunities are made available to them there. At the same time, within the processed food, looking to move more into natural, healthier, sustainable, and so on and so forth. So clearly,
Exactly.
it is wheels moving within wheels. It's, I think, creates tremendous opportunities in terms of innovations, etc., for a company focused like you on this whole fundamental transformation in consumer behavior, as you say. Now,
Exactly.
looking at the whole area, for instance, on seasonings, spices, etc., where you possibly play a most dominant role in the whole country as well. How does this change in consumer behavior specifically impact this sector? And how do you see the health benefits, etc., which are there? And how does one go about doing course correction and moving ahead?
So I will pick and choose a few verticals within our company where this has made an impact. The shift in consumer behavior towards healthier eating habits has significantly influenced the seasoning sector. Seasonings are our primemost vertical. The seasonings are moving away from high salt, high sugar, high fat based products into healthier products like low fat, low sugar, low salt products. Many customers of ours are insisting on developing such kind of products because they are in tune, influenced by their consumers. So consumers' increased focus on health conscious choices directly affects seasoning preferences, prompting a surge in demand for those kind of seasonings, which are renowned for health benefits like antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory effects, low sugar, low fat, low salt uh, recipes. Notably, some of these sought-after seasonings include turmeric for its anti-inflammatory attributes and vegetables and herbs, which are rich in antioxidants, catering to consumers who are seeking wellness beyond just flavor enhancement. This trend urges companies like us to invest in R&D, exploring formulations that elevate the nutritional content while preserving the taste. At Symega, our commitment to this paradigm shift is evident through our developed products like taste plus sugar reduction, taste plus sodium reduction, and taste plus fat reduction. These innovative offerings align with the sodium, sugar, and fat reduction trends, addressing consumers' concerns while maintaining the rich flavors expected from seasoning. Furthermore, you see this trend extends beyond health-centric seasonings. There is a broader industry shift from synthetic colors to natural colors, and we have a distinct vertical to cater to these kind of demands. We have a natural colors division which cater to the demand from this sector of the industry. So the consumers in that space are looking for clean label products where they don't want any synthetic colors, no preservatives, minimal E numbers, etc., etc. So at Symega, we are at the forefront of this transformation with our range of natural color solutions. These offerings address the demand for natural ingredients, providing vibrant color options extracted from natural sources. So it's about striking the perfect balance between flavor enhancement on one hand, health consciousness on the other hand, and combining these two to deliver a product which will preserve, enhance the health aspect of the consumer, but also give them the real taste of the original product. That is what it is. Yes.
That's truly commendable in terms of big changes we are seeing in terms of sugar, salt reduction, changing to more natural options, but at the same time preserving the taste and ensuring the health consciousness factor is also factored in. Truly
Yes.
amazing. Uh, in addition to seasonings, what are the other segments that you are seeing disproportionate growth or huge challenges that companies need to navigate?
So apart from the food processing sector, we see the food service sector, which is growing at a rapid pace. For example, the cloud kitchens, which spurred by the rise in online food delivery platforms, they are experiencing a rapid growth. So this trend poses both challenges and opportunities for food producers. Companies which are navigating this shift must adapt their packaging strategies, moving from bulk sales to individual or small portion packaging, which are suitable for delivery. So, optimizing supply chains, streamlining logistics to cater to these direct to consumer models also therefore becomes essential. Similarly, the surge in hyper local markets, where loose products are being packaged and sold, is also transforming the consumer behavior. So, companies need to reevaluate their distribution retail strategies to tap into this trend. This may involve redesigning packaging formats suitable for smaller markets, optimizing inventory management, building partnerships with local distributors to cater to these fragmented but growth sales channels. Another notable sector is the rise in plant-based foods and beverages, fueled by the increasing consumer interest in health and sustainability. To seize opportunities in that space, companies need to invest in R&D for innovative plant-based alternatives, forge strong partnerships with quality ingredient suppliers, and educate consumers about the benefits of these options. Simultaneously, traditional processed food sectors face challenges due to shifting consumer preferences towards healthier choices, which I was mentioning about in the previous session. They want a nutritious, healthy, sustainable product, maintaining the same taste as the original product. So adapting by reformulating the products, prioritizing cleaner labels and maintaining taste integrity while reducing additives are crucial strategies to navigate these challenges.
It's quite a challenge.
Then the booming demand for functional foods and beverages also presents a growth opportunity, but this is driven by consumers seeking added health benefits in the foods. There are companies who can leverage this trend by developing tailored functional products supported by research, collaborating with the health professionals, and utilizing technology for personalized offerings. So you have to adapt the product portfolios, invest into R&D, adopt a consumer-centric approach when we develop a product, and appropriate consumer education so that the consumer enjoys the benefits of the healthier alternative. This is the trend which is happening, and these are the segments which are growing faster than the normal growth which we witness in any food processing industry.
God. No, clearly, I think your observation on the food service sector is very apt because very clearly we are seeing an increasing trend towards out of home eating, out of home consumption, particularly with the whole new mobile generation of app-based ordering, deliveries, etc. It's indeed truly a sunrise sector, and a lot of unique, innovative work needs to be done within India to cater to domestic market tastes. Truly fabulous insights indeed.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, also, given that there is this huge opportunity for growth in this segment, do you see any private equity or other institutional investors sort of trying to participate in this growth journey? We've seen a number of investments in the front end which has happened. What are your comments and what have been your observations?
See, the food processing sector in India is still a sunrise industry. There are opportunities in that growth space, but if you look at the acquisitions, mergers and acquisitions which has happened in the last 5 years, you will see some of the good back-end product developers have been acquired by multinational companies. So there is No doubt, there are a lot of opportunities for significant growth in this industry. So therefore, there is a lot of interest from the part of private equity investors. So the sector's allure lies in its potential expansion fueled by shifting consumer preferences and urbanization trends. So this heightened interest from investors reflects a recognition of the sector's resilience and its pivotal role in the nation's economic landscape. So we are witnessing a clear trend where PE firms are actively seeking avenues within the food processing domain. They are drawn to the sector's multifaceted nature, viewing it as an arena ripe for innovation and expansion. So this increased attention is translating into augmented funding opportunities for both established brands seeking to widen their operations or for emerging startups introducing disruptive concepts and technologies. I feel the current trend is that the PE firms are after the startups at the front end, emphasizing aspects like branding and marketing. They're not too much into the back end where Symega operates. But over a period of time, I think their attention will turn to the back end companies as well. That's my take on this private equity aspect in the food processing sector.
No, I think very valid because only with a strong back end, we can also see far more vibrancy in the front end and also innovation happening to take care of consumer needs and preferences, which continue to keep evolving. Fabulous insight indeed there. So overall, Mr. Santhosh, it's been a very insightful conversation. Thank you for your time and valuable insights. Any parting thought, a last line for our listeners?
Thank you, KS, for this enriching conversation. As we navigate this ever-evolving sector, I would like to leave our listeners with a thought. The thought is, embrace change and innovation as pathways to a healthier and more sustainable future. So at Symega, we believe in crafting not just products, but experiences that resonate with these values. Our commitment lies in blending cutting-edge technology with a deep-rooted understanding of consumer preferences to create a new paradigm in the food processing sector. Remember, every choice we make, every step we take towards a healthier alternative and sustainable practice has an impact. Together, let's embark on this journey, exploring new tastes, embracing healthier options, and contributing to a better tomorrow for our children. Symega, in that sense, is not just a brand. We are a partner in your quest for wellness and responsible consumption. Join us in shaping a future where taste, health, and sustainability harmoniously coexist.
Wow, what a truly noble wish indeed. And Santhosh sir, it's been an absolute pleasure hearing your thoughts on the industry and what the future holds for it. I'm sure our listeners would have also found this episode really insightful. Thank you for taking your time and joining this podcast. And
thank you, Kes. And next time for this opportunity to offer my thoughts on this sector.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And to our listeners, thanks a lot for listening in. If you have any queries on this subject, any suggestions for future topics, please write to us at thinknext@nextdigm.com. Thank you all once again. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this Nexdigm podcast with the theme on food processing industry, a sunrise sector.